Hey class, today we are going to be doing the assignment together for April 2nd. And this is an assignment you are going to be doing out of your math workbook. It'll say My Math, and it's the one that says Volume 1. It's the thicker book. The other book that you have is very thin. And where you want to open up to is page 545. That's where we are going to be starting. And I'm going to be working through some of these problems together with you. And then I'll give you just a few for you to try by yourself. So grab your pencil, grab your workbook, and let's get started. All right, here we are. As you can see, the title for this lesson says Solve Two-Step Word Problems. So it matches the work that we did yesterday together. It says, sometimes in order to solve a problem, you need to do more than one step or use more than one operation. Remember that this is what we did together yesterday. Let's take a look at example 1. Gustavo bought some tools at the hardware store. He bought 5 tools for $6 each and 1 tool for $7. How much did he spend altogether on tools? So it wants us to write an equation with a letter for the unknown, and then we're going to solve. Take a look at what they have here. We have 5 tools bought. Yep, here it is. Times $6 each, which is the cost of each tool. And he bought 1 tool for $7. Great, I have all 3 of my numbers here. What it wants you to do is multiply the 5 tools that he bought at $6 each. 5 times 6 equals how much? 30. Good. 30 plus this $7 for that extra tool that he bought is going to give us our unknown, which is Y. Remember, we can use any letter of the alphabet when we don't know how much we have. 30 plus 7 equals $37. Good. Next step says, so if 5 times $6 plus $7 equals $37, the unknown is $37, right? That's how much we didn't know. Gustavo spent $37 on tools. Check. Use mental math to check your answer for reasonableness. This word reasonableness. Does our answer make sense? So Gustavo had $37. He spent $7 on that 1 tool. $37 minus $7 gives us $30. Since $30 divided by 5 tools equals $6 each, the answer is reasonable. Does this match 7, 6, and 5? Match 7, 6, and 5? Yes, it does. Let's turn the page. Example 2. Orlan has 48 comic books. He keeps 8 for himself and divides the rest equally among his friends. If each friend gets 8 comic books, to how many friends did he give comic books? So we're going to write an equation with a letter for the unknown, and then we're going to solve. Remember, we can use any letter in the alphabet for our unknown. It looks like they are choosing the letter M. So let's look at this equation. Orlan has 48 comic books, and he is keeping 8 of them. And he's dividing the rest up to his friends. And each friend is getting 8 comic books. So notice how it's kind of laying out the steps for us here. Let's start by subtracting 48 minus 8. 48 minus 8 is 40. 40 divided by question mark, or here they have M. 40 divided by M equals 8. So 40 divided by what is 8? Think. 8 times what number equals 40? So 48 minus 8 divided by what? 8 times 5 gives me 40. So the unknown here is 5. Orlon gave 5 of his friends comic books. Good. It says use estimation to check your answer. So 48 minus 8, if we rounded that, 48 would round to 50 and 8 would round to 10. If we subtracted it to get 40, and then if we were dividing, 40 divided by 8, 8's pretty close to 10. 40 divided by 10 is 4. Is 4 close to 5? Yes. Folks, this part of the problem you don't have to do. We just need to make sure that our answer makes sense. If we ask ourselves, 8 times what is 40, and we say 8 times 5 is 40, your thinking is on the right track. Okay, moving down here to the guided practice. The directions say write an equation with a letter for the unknown, then solve, check for reasonableness. We are not going to check for reasonableness. We're just going to think out loud as we do these problems and make sure that it makes sense. So let's read number 1 together. A city bus had 14 passengers. At a stop, 5 people got off and 8 people got on. How many people are on the bus now? We had 14 passengers. At a stop, 5 people got off. What operation does that sound like? Subtract. And 8 people got on. We're adding 8 more people to the bus. How many people are on the bus now? So notice how we have 3 numbers and 2 operations. Do we have any parentheses here to boss us and tell us what to do first? No, we don't, do we? That's okay. All we need to do is go from left to right. So first we're going to say 14 minus 5 would give me what number? 9. Good. 9 plus 8 would give me which number? 17, right. 17 what? 17 people. That wasn't too hard. We're doing a great job. Let's do number 2 together. Grandmother picked 4 times as many apples as pears. What is the difference in the number of apples and pears picked if she picked 8 pears? Okay, so let's take it step by step. Find our numbers. We've got 4, we've got 8. We're going to have to do some multiplying here because we see that it has the word times. Grandmother picked 4 times as many apples as pears. Okay, how many pears did she pick? It says that she picked 8 pears. So to find the number of apples, we have to say 4 times 8. 4 times 8 equals 32. Excellent. What is the difference in the number of apples and pears she picked if she picked 8 pears? Hey, there's one of our vocab words, difference. So she picked 32 apples, and how many pears? She picked 8 pears. The difference tells us we need to subtract the number of pears from the number of apples. 32 minus 8, I'm going to come over here and solve it. She picked 24 more apples. Okay, does this make sense? it says she picked 4 times as many apples as pears. 24 more apples seems like a lot more apples, but it is 4 times more than these 8 pears. That does make sense. All right, we're doing a great job. So let's take a look at the rest of the work that you have to do for today. You're gonna do numbers 3, 4, and 5 by yourself. Remember that you don't need to check for reasonableness. You just need to do what we did. Write equations that make sense and give me an answer with a label. So here you're gonna have a $. Here you're gonna tell me how many pencils. Here you're gonna have a label of pens. We're gonna do numbers 6 and 7 together. It says circle the correct equation and then solve the problem. These are tricky and this is not something I showed you how to do, so I want us to try it together. Number 6 says, Molly earns $10 each week for babysitting. She spends $3 of that each week and saves the rest. How much money does she save after 8 weeks? All right. She earns $10. She keeps 3 for herself each week. So we want to do this problem. It has the parentheses, which makes the difference in telling us that she does it each week. Let's solve. $10 minus $3 is $7 times 8 weeks equals $56. Again, the reason that we had that we needed the one with the parentheses is because it says she does it each week. Number 7. The first 5 pages of Angel's photo album are filled with 8 photos each. The next page has only 7 photos. How many photos are on the 6 pages? Well, as I go through this problem, I'm circling my numbers that I'm working with. And I notice this equation has all 3 numbers. This equation has a 40. Is there a 40 anywhere in this problem? No, there's not. We don't want that equation. We want this equation. Let's solve left to right. 5 times 8 equals 40 plus 7 equals 47 photos. Good. Okay, you're going to do numbers 8, 9, and 10 together. You want both sides of the equation to be the same. So for example, in number 10, 9 plus 2 would give you this number. You ask yourself, 12 minus what also gives you that number? Turn the page one more time. You have one problem to do on your own, and we have one problem left to do together. Okay. There were 48 oranges in 6 equal layers in a box. Mother took some oranges from the top layer for snacks. How many oranges did Mother take if there are 5 oranges left on the top layer? Circle our numbers that we need. Good. 48 oranges in 6 equal layers. That's telling us 48 divided by 6. 48 divided by 6 equals 8. Good. How many oranges did Mother take if there were 5 oranges left? 8 minus what gives me 5? 5 plus what gives me 8? 3 oranges. All right, so just to review, you do not have to do numbers 13, 14, or 15. We did number 12 together. You need to do number 11. You need to do numbers 8, 9, and 10. And you need to do numbers 3, 4, and 5. Work hard. Let me know if you have questions. Go Dolphins.